Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's Daily Draft. Today we will be drafting Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth Premier Draft just as we have been for the last several weeks. Hoping to have slightly more success than yesterday. Was an interesting one. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. I also need your opinion on that last video. Go back and comment on it when you do watch it. It's a short one, I'll give you that. Let me know how that goes, and then, but today we're going to have more success than we did yesterday, and we're going to have more fun than we did yesterday, and that's what we're here to do. Like I said in yesterday's video as well, I post every draft I record, win or lose, so you're going to see this, whether I win, whether I lose. We're here to learn together. We're here to, have fun together and get a quantity of drafts. Quantity over quality, am I right? See you in pack one, pick one. And here we are, and we've got a really interesting one today. So, Boromir, Warden of the Tower. Is that the best card in this pack? Probably. But there's Dunlin Crebain. There's Torment of Gollum. There's Gollum's Bite. And there's the Bath Song. Now this is a card that has been getting a lot of scuttle in the community, in that it's quite good in control decks. And I think control decks are the best decks in this format, in my opinion. I would not fault you for taking Boromir or Dunlin Crebain here, but I have yet to be able to draft the Bath Song, and I do really like backdooring into blue decks in this format, and I have not been able to draft blue-red yet. Not saying I'm going to force that today. I'm going to try something a little bit different. If you were drafting just once a week or at your local game store, I'd probably take Boromir or Dunlin Crebain here. These are both very comparable, but I'm starting today's draft with the Bath Song, and we're going to see where we can go from there. And we're going to follow it up with a Nothing Burger. There's Goldberry, which is a 2-mana 1/3 that has a lot of text on it that's probably not great. I think the best thing this has going for it is that it blocks opposing 1/1 Ring Bearers, which maybe that's worth it. There's also Deceive the Messenger, though, and I think I'm going to take the Deceive the Messenger over Goldberry. Everything else here is not good. Ugluk is fine in red-black, but I don't think that's the deck I want to draft today. So I think I'm going to take Deceive the Messenger over Tom Bombadil's wife? Daughter? Not exactly sure. One of the two. And then where do we go from here? No blue cards except Surrounded by Orcs, which I think is fine. There's also a Troll. I guess it's between these two cards. Also a Nasty End here. But we're probably not doing the whole Nasty End thing with this deck. I guess I'll take a Troll. And then maybe we wheel the Surrounded by Orcs. Awesome. No blue and no black. That matters. Just nothing but green, but yeah, I guess I'll take an Oliphant as another land cycler here. I don't really care about these two blue or black cards. There's also Generous Ent. Wizard's Rockets. I have not found that, 4 or 5 color decks in this format are really that great either, because there's not a lot of cards you really even want to splash. I'll take the Oliphant, I guess. See if we see any signals here on pick 5. Maybe the signal to stay out of blue and black. Okay, no blue, but there's Oath of the Grey Host, Mordor Muster, and Shelob's Ambush here. I don't think this is going to be a Shelob's Ambush kind of deck. I guess it's an Oath of the Grey Host deck because it gives us a food. There's also a Mordor Muster, which is fine. I think I'll take Oath of the Grey Host. Not that I think it's outstanding, but I don't know how much I would care about Mordor Muster necessarily. So I'll take the Oath here. And okay, now we see a birthday escape. That's pretty good. Definitely going to go ahead and take that. And continue to pass all that green cards, and hopefully we're in a pod with some people who don't know the scoop on green. and we'll move into it, because I will not be that person. Not particularly liking where I'm at so far, but okay, now we get a Glorious Gale and a Sam's Desperate Rescue. This kind of deck is going to want Gale, I think, more than Desperate Rescue. This kind of control deck here that I would like to be building. Alright, Surrounded by Orcs over Uruk-hai Berserker. I think I'll take that. And then our win condition is going to be the Bath Song shuffling cards into our library while milling our opponents out with Surrounded by Orcs and hopefully another one wheeling on pick 10. That would be great if it did. If it doesn't, kind of scary, but we'll see. Didn't see any claims, oh, wow. That is a late Torment. I was about to say that we didn't see any outstanding cards, outstanding removal spells or anything, but that is a really late Torment, and I love to see that. Do we wheel the Surrounded by Orcs here? We didn't. I think it was this pack, but we didn't see. It was the only blue card, so I guess that kind of makes sense. I guess I'll take Kirith Ungol Patrol? Sirith Ungol Patrol? Who cares? They're magic cards. Yeah. I mean, blue-black. Oh, it was this pack, Surrounded by Orcs. All right. I'll take that over Nasty End, although Nasty End is a card that I like, just not necessarily in this deck. We're not going to have a lot of creatures. We're just going to have like an army most of the time. I guess I'll take Wizard's Rockets. Who knows? Maybe we need a splash. We've also got Oliphant, so if we open some busted red card or something, which I can't really think of one. Spiteful Banditry maybe, but I think that's double red. Which the Rockets does splash. Fearfire Foes is a busted red card. Yeah, I think I'll take it here over Surrounded by Orcs that might wheel. Ambush, not for this deck. Gothmog, probably not for this deck. Black Breath could wheel as well, which is a card I would play, but let's take Fearfire Foes here. Now we have the Rockets and Oliphant as ways to splash it. I guess Golem Patient Plotter here. 2 mana 3/1. And then maybe we wheel the Haunt, which goes very well with it. I don't want Leechcraft. I don't want Knife Wound. I don't want Watcher. I don't care about these cards. Arkenbrand is fine, but not for this deck. Shire Scarecrow, probably same thing. Don't need that either. Alright, are we just like surrounding everything by orcs? Samwise is great. March from the Black Gate is good in aggressive black decks, which we are not. Although, if we wheel this Surrounded by Orcs, and we have 4 of them, we're constantly making new Amass army tokens, which the Black Gate can do well in turning them into threats. The only reason I'm going to let this go by is because I think it wheels. Let's take March from the Black Gate here. There's another Oliphant. There's an Eorith, which is a good blocker. There's a Black Breath, but the other one could wheel. There's a Berserker, which is like whatever. We're just not seeing the black removal. Which makes sense because it's great, and everyone knows they should be playing black. I guess I'll take Eorith as like a blocker of opponents' ring bearers. And then maybe we wheel one of these 2 cards as well. Okay, Lash of the Balrog, Isolation. I guess Isolation, although if we look at our 4-drop slot, I'm a little worried about that. The Lash could be good with the amount of Amass that we are hoping to do. But I'm going to take the first Isolation here. Whoa, pick 6 Dunlin Crebain. I don't know if this is the deck for it, but there's also Lembas and Arwen's Gift, which are 2 cards I'd probably play in this deck. But even in like a blue-black control deck, I think Dunlin Crebain is still too good. Man, today's the day to draft red-white, not yesterday. Knights of Dol Amroth, I don't think is something we want. Kingfisher, Berserker, Captain of Umbar. Guess I'll take the Kingfisher, but I don't know if I'm playing it. I have a different kind of deck in mind here. So the Surrounded by Orcs did wheel, so did the Black Breath. Let's just mill them out. If we have 4 of these, we could have a 12-12 that mills them for 12. But on that same token, we could also have a 12-12 that they then kill and then attack us for 8 and kill us. So would love to get a couple of copies of Saruman's Trickery if we can find it. Some bounce spells might not be bad. These are not the blue and black cards I want. But at least they did wheel. Do we get another Surrounded here? Pick 11. Yeah, it would be pick 11. Here's the pack it would be in. And it did not come back. That's okay. The Black Breath did come back, though. That could be good against red-white, helping us not die against all the Rally at the Hornbergs and stuff that are flying around here. All right, pack 3. Can we fill out a good pick and a good deck here? Not with the first pick. We've got another Golem, but the first one's not even great in this deck. I guess I'll take a Deceive the Messenger. This is kind of what we're looking to do with the deck here. There's another Black Breath that's going to wheel, and an Orcish Medicine that's going to wheel. But I don't care about the second copy of either of those, so I guess I'll take Deceive and not be super happy. There's a claim. That's what we're looking for. All right. We finally got to claim the Precious, so we can deal with a big thing on their side. Lorien Revealed versus Birthday Escape. I'm taking Lorien Revealed because the first copy of that over the second copy of Birthday Escape is, I think, going to be more important here. So going to go ahead and take the Lorien Revealed. Still looking for more removal and counterspell. Saruman's Trickery, even another Glorious Gale would be fine. Currently, another Oliphant would probably also be relatively good. Because then they can like splash themselves and we can have another big fat threat by the end. We've seen a lot of them, but I've just taken other things over the second Oliphant. Alright, first copy of Arwen's Gift, second copy of Birthday Escape. Lash of the Balrog #1, Lembas #1. I don't think I need Eorith #2. How much card draw do we have? Currently, the Bath Song, Lorien Revealed, Birthday Escape. Not as much as I want. There's also a Lash for more removal. I think I'll take my first copy of Arwen's Gift here. Ooh, Bitter Downfall, pick 5. You love to see it. There's also a Deceive and another Oath. I don't think I'd play a second Oath, but I would play another Deceive. But let's take Bitter Downfall. Okay, Elrond. I mean, this is not the best Elrond deck, but maybe he makes the cut. Hithling Knots is probably going to make the cut here over a second Black Breath. We're at 27. Do we even need to splash the removal spell here? We do have one of each of the land cyclers, so I think we could probably get away with it. A second Torment or a second Birthday Escape. God, look at our 4-drops. think I'm gonna... I really do like Torment, but they get worse in multiples. So I'll just take the Birthday Escape. Here's another Black Breath. And then likely not anything to the end of the pack here, but let's see if we get lucky. We did get lucky with the Birthday Escape. We didn't get like a Saruman to capitalize on the cheap spells here, but it's probably okay. I mean, that's a win con. With all of the amassing we're doing, 4 Birthday Escapes, we can turbo out this ring here. Get it to level 4 and just kill him with it. Also didn't get any Saruman trickeries or counterspells, any other counterspells than the one Glorious Gale. Do we need Fearfire Foes? Again, I think it's fine off of this here. Just run like 2 and then something like this. But then what are we cutting? Let's see. I just don't think, as good of a card as I like Elrond, I don't think this is an Elrond deck. Same thing with Gollum. Like, what is Gollum doing in this deck? You know? I don't need 2 Black Breaths. All of our 4 drops. Oath is one that I'm debating here. We need all these. Eorith is a good roadblock as a blocker. Kingfisher, again, like Kingfisher, what is Kingfisher doing here, you know? I guess the Black Breath and Fearfire Foes kind of serve the same purpose. Yeah, I keep coming back to Oath of the Grey Host. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Do we need the Isolation? I think I'm going to cut one of these too. I guess I'll cut the Black Breath. 4 Birthday Escapes? I mean, sure. And then one more cut here. Maybe we can go down to 3 Birthday Escapes. Then we have 3 Ring Temps, another one here. And that's it. Maybe Glorious Gale. So actually, I would like the 4. I like 2 Deceives. We probably need to cut a 4-drop. Maybe just a random Surrounded by Orcs. We still have the double Orcs to mill them out with the Bath Song, looping them back into our deck here. And then we can try this out. Definitely a different kind of deck here in the format. We'll see if it ends up being any good or not. I don't know if it will, but I think it can steal some wins. There'll be long games probably, so hopefully this video in the bottom right ends up being a little bit longer than yesterday's did. See you in game 1 after a message from me. Thanks, me. If you appreciate the content here on the channel, why don't you go ahead and head over to the Daily Draft Patreon page where you can find ways to give back with some incredible benefits included. I pride myself in my Patreon being incredibly affordable, beginning at just $1 singular US dollar per month, which comes with lifetime access to the Daily Drafters Discord server. I mean, what's $1? And for just $3, you can get access to the Discord as well as early access to every single upload on the channel. You'll see them as soon as I'm done editing. I mean, who doesn't love a good binge? And the most expensive level of support is just $5 US. That's right, $5 is the highest level of support on my Patreon, and Patreons in this tier gain access to my expansive, exhaustive, and interactable tier lists, of which you can see a small sample of here. You get to see how I rate every single card in the set from A to F, whether or not the card has moved up or down since the last update, and you can hover over the card to see a clickable link that brings you straight to Scryfall. And I customize these tier lists for every single draftable archetype in the format. Looking to see how a card fits into blue-white as opposed to black-white? I got you covered. Again, all of these tiers are incredibly affordable, so go ahead and check them out. If a monetary donation isn't your speed, a subscription to the channel is always contribution enough. Thanks so much for your consideration. Alright, well, the ring will be tempting us, so I guess we're keeping this here. Found our splash already. Playing it's Noob Slayer 999. Classic. And we found our splash card. Okay. I'll just hold up Deceive here. We can amass one. We can -3/-0 block it next turn. We can Birthday Escape, Ring Tempt, get another one here, so... That's not going to work out how you want it to, unfortunately. I guess they just did it to save it. That's fine too. Alright, let's draw a card. Ring tempts me. Go to combat, loot. Get rid of an island. Birthday Escape again. We're at level 3. We've drawn all 4 Birthday Escapes. Granted, we're 14 cards deep in our library already on like turn 3, which is incredible. And we have 3 removal spells in hand here. Aww. Do they get rid of the Birthday Escape? That's the question. They very well might. I'm probably claiming the Precious on their 4/4, so they're probably getting rid of the claim the Precious, because then that gives me a full ring as well. Maybe if I mix it up, they won't know. I know it doesn't mix it up on their side, but you never know. Difficult decision for them for sure. Alright, they got rid of the claim here. That makes sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ring tempt up to 4 before I do anything here. We could also mill them out with Surrounded by Orcs. If they kill this, that's not going to be great for us, but again, we have more Amass coming, plus double removal spell in hand. Five lands, what's the play here? Okay, so they can get rid of the March, but that's probably okay. We also have Fearfire Foes that they don't get rid of the March. No legendary, so they're going to have to put that one back, or put a card back. They're definitely going to want to use the Westfold Rider. Otherwise, I'm just going to get the onboard 2-for-1 here. There's a chance I just want to cycle this to hit my land drops. We've got a lot of action in hand. They definitely want to sacrifice Westfold Rider here. Hoping they don't, but they do want to. Yeah, they're looking at it. There they go. Okay, made sense. I think I'll go ahead and cycle. We do have the Bath Song still to cycle some things back into our thing here. Now, I mass 3, it goes to a 6/6. They don't really have great blocks on that. I mean, they do. They double block, and then both of them die. Then I still have 2 removal spells after, but I'd like the Amass to create a new creature if possible. I could also Bitter Downfall the Errand Rider and then attack, hit them for 6, and they're dead on board. Yeah, let's try that. Down to 4. I have a removal spell if they play a 1, 2, or 3 powered creature. They have to play 2 of them. One of which is not an X1. That shouldn't do it. It still is lethal underneath it here, so. Sure. I mean, we didn't need to do that because it's the ring bearer anyway, but worked out. Turbo the ring with the 4 birthday escapes in like our first 3 turns. Oh, hello, beautiful birthday escapes again. When you have 4, I guess that makes things a little bit more consistent. Okay. Don't think I'm cycling away Lorien Revealed here. Alright, now we need Fearfire Foes. But we also need the red mana for it, so... Gosh, the Black Breath would completely destroy them right now. Same with Fearfire Foes. Let's just... Arwen's Gift. And I'll keep the Bath Song here. No attacks, we're just in the business of blocking. Land Cycler. Nasty End. Interesting, okay. I will block here if they let me. Mirkwood Bats, sure. So if I draw 3, I have to discard 1 here. So if I do this, I don't have to. Discard a swamp. play this. Hold up, deceive the messenger here. Guess I'll just prevent some damage from the bats here. See, Deceive the Messenger just does so much. I guess they can attack with the bats? Because I don't have greater power? Sure. Hit me for -1. If only I gained a life from this, that'd be great. Because I mean, that means they get to loot here. Denethor, that should be dying. More than likely. Jeez. So, what are we not going to have time to cast in? Do we want to get rid of any of it? No, we need to get rid of the land, even though we're not going to shuffle it in. So, do I isolation or do I claim Denethor? Something's got to die here. So, I think I'm going to claim, because here's my thought process. I'm going to Glorious Gale their next play, and then on upkeep I can isolation and shuffle it, shuffle isolation back with the Bath Song here. We are finding many of the lands, though. Okay. Hit me for 2. We add blue and can draw 3 cards with that blue next turn as well. I think I'm just going to isolation their bats on upkeep here. Let's do this, because we're getting a bunch of blue mana here. Now we'll draw, go to main. I mean, the birthday escapes are probably fine with all the mana we have, right? Sure. Add blue, and then draw 3? Man, we are spinning all kinds of wheels here. But it's a blast, I'll tell you that. Ugluk. Whenever another creature dies, put a counter on this, and if it was an orc or goblin, put 2 counters instead? Okay. Let's get this to level 4 here. Yeah, I guess I'll get rid of the land. Land drops are nice, but... I can claim and Eorith here. Do I really want to claim that, though? They're drawing Mirkwood Bats. The March isn't great right now. Let's get it down though, why not? Then I can hold up isolation here. And double deceive if I want. I don't really feel like killing anything. Exile target tapped creature. Sure. Just make them keep having a bunch of blank draws. Still don't have our mountain yet. Interestingly enough. Now we can start attacking. Here come the bats. Surrounded by orcs. So we can amass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, mill them for... So we hit them, go to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, mill them for 11? It's still not enough. I think I'll go ahead... get myself a ring bearer again. I don't care about them drawing Ugluk here, I don't think. Or do I? I mean, I'm not doing anything else. Just mill them for 9. Bilbo, Gothmog, Fellbeast, Troll, Ugluk. Okay. Still looking for the mountain to kill whatever they got going on over there. Foray of orcs. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, that works. I do have to kill them before I deck myself, but that's probably fine. Yeah, I think that means they're dead here now. So I just amass twice, go to 12, 13, the damage deals it, because I'm going to Fear Fire Foes that thing. Only if they have a legendary, right? Yeah. Alright, we got there. Jeez. We were drawing more cards than I think I've ever drawn in my life in that game. Okay, the power of a land cycler. We're going to keep it off of the back of Lorien Revealed here. And then don't even need it. More birthday escapes. We have been escaping all of the birthdays today. Now, do we cycle away Lorien Revealed at this point? I don't think I need to, because we play Eorth next turn, no matter what. Or Dunlin Crebain. Yeah, that's fine. We're just using this as a blocker. So we'll just play that here. We'll find another island at some point. Oh, they got rid of the Bath Song. That's brutal. Wish they hadn't done that. Next turn, I draw up to 6. I play a land down to 5. I cast Lorien Revealed. I go to 8, and I have to discard. So I can't... I mean, I could do that, but I don't think I want to. Whenever the ring tempts you, if you choose a creature other... Okay, so we're just going to claim the Precious on that next turn, then, is what you're telling me. And Birthday Escape. Sure. Love me a Birthday Escape. And now we are at level 4. Yeah, Swamp is probably fine to get rid of. Alright, Dunlin Crebain for the win. Man, this deck has been working like a charm. Ah, they have a mountain as well. Which one are they splashing? Claim the Precious. I can't do anything about that. I guess I just play Oliphant. I mean, if they kill it, they kill it, but like... I can use Eorith to untap a land to hold up Deceive the Messenger as well? And then we have card draw with Lorien Revealed to refill the hand. Really don't want to see a Torment of Golem here. Old Man Willow. Ah. That's a tough one. Now I can't even attack with Oliphant, not that it mattered. Okay, Old Man Willow, how do I get out of that? I've used Claim. Ah, I forgot they were on level 3. Oh well. I got rid of their Ring Bearer. Not exactly what I was hoping to draw there. Old Man Willow might just win them the game here. How many claims do we have? I think we just have 1. Now they can... Yeah, this Old Man Willow. Gonna be tough to win through that. And we're at that part of the game, aren't we? Gosh, them milling the Bath Song was so bad for us. We have Arwen's Gift left? Yeah. $14 cards left and no way to shuffle anything back in here. mill us for 5. Probably hit straight gas. That's exactly what they hit. That was the last out in our deck. Fearfire Foes to kill Old Man Willow. And it was on top of our deck. As it got milled. Do we have another out? They still have something up here. God, look at that deck. Do we have to hope that they don't have removal? Isolation is our last answer. Why can I cast it? Oh, I have 4. I didn't see the other one over there. Okay, so that's something. That's also something. Does that mean we die? Not officially, but pretty darn close. Sure, you can have the Lash or the 3 lands. They're going to take the Lash, though, because that's still good for them. The Lash wins the game here. The ring also tempts them, which means, well, Labelli already had Menace, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Lash, I think, just wins in the game if they have a land in hand, but... Okay, they took the 3 lands. They're at the level 4. The ring did tempt them, which means... we have to block here and isolation the Lobelia. Go to 1. That can block our Eorith. And then we draw a land. Darn. Well, I think the one thing that did us in there was the Bath Song. Getting milled. Had that not gotten milled, I think we win that game pretty easily. Alright, Birthday Escape on 1. What's new? Just turbocharging that ring. Holding up Gale on 2 and probably 3. That is why Glorious Gale is sometimes tough. That's going to be great, though. I'll hold up Gale. Next turn we Torment, and then the following turn we Fearfire Foes here. God. So what are they playing next turn? If they draw a land, they're probably playing Mirkwood Bats. No, they're probably playing Oath. If they don't draw a land, they're just playing one of these two. I can't counter this. I could counter that eventually at some point. Could take the Oath and hope I can deal with these things. Because I don't know how I'm going to deal with 3 flying tokens here. I'm going to take the Oath because the 3 tokens are going to be a huge issue for me. Okay, take 4. Let's see if they play the Vanguard or the Rally here. Dunlin Crebain. You know what? That puts this stupid thing out of reach of Fearfire foes. But I have to fire it off here. This feels so bad. Really? You had to amass up to 5? I have to fire it off because if I don't, I'm dead. Like 100% here, so. Can't block it, so take 6. That was so brutal. I had them just dead in the water. Oh, I knew they had the rally in hand too, and I still just attacked. Yeah. Sure. If I use this now, I save it, but then I block and I die, so can't use it now, so sure. What a top deck that was. They got 3 lands and just completely, like, ran us over this game, like, hardcore. So I'm chumping here, so do that. And then draw land and die? Not quite, but just about. Yeah. Man. Had they not been able to play that Dunlin Crebain, or top decked the Dunlin Crebain the turn before I was going to wipe their entire board. Probably turned the corner there, but what a top deck. Alright, we go first, and I guess we're keeping the hand and hoping that our opponents don't have the literal exact answer to every single thing we're doing. In the form of playing around Glorious Gale the whole time and then amassing right when they needed to. Do they have another creature? They do. Sure. That way next turn I can Birthday Escape and Bitter Downfall if I need to. Which I do need to. Alright, we'll just be mana efficient here. Next turn we can just drop these two things and then still have removal up. Alright, they are 3 color. At least. Oh, man. Alright, well, can't play it this turn. Which means I'll play it next turn, then I'll kill it the following turn. Alright, let's play Troll here. It has a better chance of blocking the Watchdogs if it survives, which it very well might not. Interesting. That means the Troll's dying here. Gothmog, sure. And then Lash of the Balrog. Darn. Ents Fury. And a punt. Okay. At least we got away with a punt there. Can we race them? Yeah, we could probably get pretty close. We still have Deceive the Messenger up here. Lotho, okay. Create a treasure, make a... No, create a treasure, lose a life. Could activate Golem here, if they wanted to. They will. Oh, using the treasure. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Sure, we'll just go ahead and eat that. And that probably does it in our favor there. Yeah, we'll claim this. Play Dunlin Crabane, amass 2, they lose another life. And that should do it, I would think. There we go. Alright, they had a nice, decent little value engine going there, but we managed to fight our way through it. Back in the winning column. Okay, so the hand is slow, but we have tons of interaction. Just have to hope we don't go up against red-white again. I think I like my chances against another black deck. Unless I see red here. Which I did. Okay. They have access to a treasure and priority, which tells me they have either Oliphant or the Troll in hand, more than likely. Sure. Crusher. Probably just killing that next turn. Yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and kill it. Okay, hit for 2, and follow-up play is... nothing. Okay. Glorious Gale and Isolation. So I can hold up Glorious Gale. I still think they have a land cycler in hand. I could just play Arwen's Gift right now, which would put me up to 7 cards. I can play Dunland Crebain. I don't know what they have. I'm not under a ton of pressure. Why don't we just keep setting up the hand, making sure we hit land drops here. Those are both fine. Birthday Escape gets me my draw step and another card to look at another land. They just lit 4 mana on fire. Don't care about that. Could have Smite the Deathless here. Jeez. I thought I would hit a land drop by now. We've got so much to do. I think I can cycle this away. I still think they have Smite the Deathless here. So if I played Dunland Crebain, they could Smite the 2/2. I would tap out of Glorious Gale. I think they've got the land cycle. That's probably what I want to use Glorious Gale for. So I'd use Dunland Crebain. I'd hold up Deceive the Messenger. Then I could eat their army token here. Let's see if they use the Smite. They didn't use it. Interesting. So I can Deceive the Messenger my own Orc army here to save my Dunland Crebain, because I still think they have Smite. Do I care about that, though? So I can just block that, take 1, ambush. Maybe that's what they had with the extra 1 there. Still missing land drops, unfortunately. Still missing land drops. I guess I'm getting rid of Fear Fire foes at this point. There's no guarantee I'm ever casting it here. 6 mana, so I can do this, hold up Glorious Gale. Maybe they don't. Now that they used Ambush, that tells me I don't know if they have Smite. So I'll just do this. Fall of Care Andros, interesting. Okay. We now have good blocks against, well, not necessarily. This just trades. Bitter Downfall. Okay. They are being pretty aggro here. Can't block that, but that's okay. Preventing some damage. Let's claim the goblin, because I can isolation an army. and then get rid of it for good. Put that here. It's a bit awkward. We do still have 2 mountains left in the deck. In the turn, hold up both of these still. Yeah, I think that needs to not happen. We win this race currently. That was kind of dumb. I thought I still had 4 mana left over after that. I mean, they are at 4 now. I meant to leave up isolation there, but... Okay. They're dead to Crebain right now. Well, never mind. Never mind, they have a food. So they'll eat their food here. They're dead next turn. I can play Eorith and hold up isolation. Because I'm at 6. I gotta make sure I don't die too. They could have, like, improvised club or something, which would not be good. Okay. And now... Oh no, do they have club now? Okay. Should have done it in response to that. I guess if they had club in response to any time I would have used that, they would have killed me. Because if I would have used it after the first one, they could have pumped it and still used club after that. And if I would have used it after the second one, they could have used it clubbed in response. So they had me dead with improvised club, but they didn't have it, so thank goodness. Oh no, this also goes only to creatures. Okay. I'm just going nuts here. This only deals damage to creatures when it dies, not to any target. We were fine. The power of Lorien revealed. We will keep. Go get our island. Play our island. Hold up Glorious Gale as opposed to playing Birthday Escape here. I'd play her Birthday Escape and have to hit an island off of it. I don't like those chances, so I'll just continue to hold up Glorious Gale here. Alright, well I guess we'll just keep doing nothing then. Alright, do I Gale it or do I just Bitter Downfall it? It's legendary, I guess I can afford to Gale this one. Okay, sure. I don't think I can let them untap with that. So I'm just gonna kill it again. Six mana. No plays. Alright. I'll just keep pumping up the ring. Missed a land drop. So if I hold up mana, I'm holding up mana for these two cards. If I just play Surrounded by Orcs, then it's just a 3/3. Next turn I can just untap and kill whatever they play. Yeah, made a mistake by not assigning this my Ring Bearer. And playing Birthday Escape before. Also milled 3 lands off the top of their deck. You're welcome, I guess. A second Gandalf here. Okay. So I just milled 3 lands off of the top of their deck, helping them out every way I can. And they've got their Bath Song, and we have only drawn ours once in this entire draft. That makes things quite difficult. There's one, I guess. We need it to resolve, and the only other counterspell is Saruman's Trickery, and they don't have 2 blue up, so they can't counter this. No, I need to leave blue. So let's do this. Grindy matchup here. Discard a card. The Hithlane Knots isn't doing much. Guess I'll Birthday Escape. And then in we come. Man! Can't hit those lands. Deceive the Messenger. Sure. Five lands and 21 cards. This is such a grindy matchup. This could take forever. Would like to save my removal for after the Bath Song goes off so they don't get it back. Discard a card. My plan is to land cycle both of these away because I'm just going to get them back with the Bath Song, and I want to make sure I just hit all of my land drops for the rest of this game here. So we do have one more mountain in the deck, so this will work. Let's try Torment here. No, that's not what I wanted to do because they're just going to get it back in their deck. Messed that one up. Oh, they've got the Trickery. Yeah, see, I didn't want them to shuffle the Trickery back in their deck. think I can afford to get rid of one land now. Alright. Now we restart... Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to do... No, didn't mean to do that. Now we basically restart the game. Let's see what they can do here. Troll. I'm doing this only because I get it right back in my library, and again, I want to hit land drops for the rest of this game. All right. Let's start by attempting to claim the troll here. Back to its hand. No. I'll let that go second from the top. Birthday escape. Land birthday escape. I go to 6. Now we've lost all of our card advantage here. Fear Fire Foes. They would have had to top deck Saruman's Trickery. This costs 5 mana. I can still cast Cremain after this. Okay, that worked. Ah, they top deck Glorious Gale. We go to 3. Now we have to rely on the top of our deck here. And they've got a troll. And they got 2 lethal creatures. We've got 2 lands in hand. Yeah, that doesn't do it. Because they have a 3/3 here. So... yeah, they got us on that one. That was tough. That was tough. So this deck went 3-3 is what you're telling me. I don't know if that's accurate. It was a fun deck. I mean, I had a fun time just spinning my wheels and stuff. Takes forever. 4-3. Okay. I mean, yeah. So what I learned about this deck is that these land cycling creatures is like whenever you don't play a lot of creatures, their removal is going to hit these big fat creatures whenever you do drop them. So I wonder if there's a way to get the Bath Song back into your hand after it goes into your graveyard. We also lacked a little bit of, removal. We had a Claim, and we had an Isolation and a Bitter Downfall, and that was it. Probably could have played 16 lands, potentially. I mean, the deck was fun, either way. Went 4-3 with it. Wish I would have been able to do a little bit better, but it is what it is. So, thanks so much for tuning in today, and I will see you next time for your daily draft.